First off, this recipe is not for anyone who really knows how to cook and who has plenty of supplies and uses fresh everything. This is for the person that has very little and doesn't like to use a knife. So, we're going to make some rotini with tomato sauce. Buy tomato sauce, and we're going to add to it a teaspoon of basil or oregano to the sauce, and a half a teaspoon of onion powder, because you don't know how to peel an onion maybe, or you're afraid to use your knife and you can't slice an onion. So this is what you do. And garlic, you don't want to deal with garlic either, and that's the garlic, powdered garlic. And half that amount of black pepper. Now that is going to taste good. Now let's say you don't even have a whip to mix it up. No problem, just take a spoon. And there you go, that's going to be a tasty sauce to go along with the pasta. Now the rotini, well, you can even use fusilli, because I like them because the sauce gets into the folds. And this is that's a quart of water and a teaspoon of salt. If you don't have a measurer for the salt, just put a little bit in there. And that's all we need. Someone complained that I went like this with my metal spoon, and it annoyed the person. It made too much noise. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep the noise down, but see, this is water, so it doesn't matter. But when you're cooking some heavy items and it gets all over the spoon, what do you do with the spoon? You bang it on the pot to get everything off. So the pasta is going to, it's starting to boil now, and that'll take 5 minutes. Meanwhile, you bought frozen broccoli, which is very close to fresh. It's great to use. But guess what you don't have to use? Just pour this out as a cup. Pour it out, and you don't have to cook it separately. Or you don't have to cook it either, because it's frozen. It's already cooked. If you bit into it and you bit into a fresh piece of broccoli, that's how you could tell the difference. Bang, bang. So this is going to take, we'll give it 5 minutes. Probably take less. That's why I have my timer on, so nobody can make a mistake. And then, instead of grating your cheese like I do, just buy some grated cheese. Romano, Parmesan, mixture of both, whatever you like. Meanwhile, the sauce is in the rear, and it's just on a low simmer, ready to take the pasta and the broccoli. So I'm going to shut this off for a minute and then turn it back on when the pasta is ready. Now that's been boiling for 4 minutes. Now you put in the frozen broccoli. How simple is that? And you notice I didn't put any oil in the water to cook the pasta. That's ridiculous. And you see how easily it's cooking. We're only making the broccoli hot. And when my bell goes off, that's the end of 5 minutes. The cheese is ready. What else can I say about this? It's just so simple and healthy. Now, if you used gluten-free pasta with the broccoli, it's really healthy. And broccoli is like the #1 vegetable that you should eat. And that's it. Why isn't my bell going off? It's been 5 minutes. We drain this, but you don't run cold water on this, or hot water, or water at all. Why? Because then the sauce won't stick to the pasta. And as you're eating it, you'll see water in the bottom of the plate. And you've seen this when you eat maybe in a diner, usually in a diner, and you have your pasta and you see the sauce on top of the spaghetti, and you go, oh, that looks great. Then when you go down to the bottom, what happens? You see the water. Stir it up. If you want, you could add a drop of virgin olive oil if you have it. And if not, it's okay. See how nice the sauce clings to the pasta? Now we'll put it on a plate, a bowl, and take a look at it. After the cheese is on top. It's so simple, easy, and this is my lunch today. Get closer. How nice is that? It looks good, good for you, and really simple. Enjoy.